Hello and greetings to everyone. We are going to move now to the next thing, which is operations on decimals. Operations on decimals. We are going to see how to add decimals, to subtract decimals, to multiply and to divide decimals. We take the first one, addition and subtraction. The reason why we are pairing addition and subtraction is because addition and subtraction of decimals is similar. It's almost the same. This is I. Take this down to add or subtract decimals. Arrange the digits such that their decimal points are vertically aligned. Before proceeding with addition or subtraction of the digits in each alignment, starting from the right to the left. That means we start from the lowest place value to the highest place value. Take now example. Goes evaluate the following. Here we have 12.2051 plus 6.8924. For B we have 5.834 minus 3.783. We take solution. E. First thing, we need to arrange the two numbers such that the decimal points are vertically aligned. We have 12.2051. We know the place value of 1. This one is tens. 2, here we have units. For the second number, 6 has a place value of units. We are going to place 6 under 2. Then we have the decimal point here. You see that the decimal points are vertically aligned. Then we have 8 under 2, 9 under 0, 2 under 5, and lastly 4 under 1. Then we add. We draw a horizontal line. We write the results below. We start adding from the right to the left. 1 plus 4 gives us 5. We write the 5 here. 5 plus 2 gives 7. 0 plus 9 remains 9. 2 plus 8 gives us 10. We are going to write down 0 here. We carry the 1 to the next higher place value. So we bring down this decimal point. 2 plus 6 gives us 8 plus the 1 is 9. 1 plus nothing remains 1. So the answer will simply be 19.0975. Go to B. We have 5.834. Place value of 5 here is units. For the second number, the place value of 3 is units. We are going to place 3 under 5. Put the decimal point. Place 7 under 8. 8 under 3. And 3 under 4. Then we subtract. 4 minus 3 gives us 1. Here 3 is less than 8. We are going to move to the next higher place value. We take a 1 from this 8, which represents 10. We add the 10 to this 3. It gives us 13. 13 minus 8 gives us 5. So now here we are left with 7. 7 minus 7 gives us 0. We bring down the decimal point. 5 minus 3 gives us 2. So the answer will simply be 2.051. We underline the result. Next, now we go to 2i. For 2i, we have multiplication. We're going to see how to multiply decimal numbers. Take the first hyphen to multiply. The decimal number by a power of 10. In terms of the power of 10, that means 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. Now simply move the decimal point a number of places to the right, which is equivalent to the number of zeros of the power of 10. Take this e.g. example given. Take the first one, I. We have 0.015 times 100. This will simply be equal to 0.015. 100 is a power of 10. It has 2 zeros. In this case, we are going to move the decimal point, this decimal point, 2 places to the right, we are going to take it 1, 2. So the decimal point will be between 1 and 5. So this will be equal to 1.5. Now to 2i, we have 13.7021 times 10,000 is equal to, we are going to write down the number 13.7021. Then we take the decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places to the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be equal to 137,021. This will be the answer. We take now the next hyphen to multiply 2 decimals, to multiply 2 decimal numbers, or a decimal number and a whole number, or count the total number of decimal places in the two numbers. Consider them as integers and perform the multiplication. Result to multiply integers. Perform the multiplication to obtain a product. After obtaining the product, now you count the corresponding number of decimal places to the left of the product, starting from the last digit. Starting from the last digit at the right hand side. Let's take some examples from this. E.g., if we take I, we have 0.15 times 0.3. First thing, we are going to count the total number of decimal places in the two numbers. We have 1, 2, 3. Next, we are going to ignore the decimal point. We assume the two numbers are integers. This will give us 15 times 3. 15 times 3 gives us 45. Then now 0.15 times 0.3, it will simply be equal to, in the number 45, we are going to move the decimal point 3 places to the left. We are going to take it 1, 2, 3. Then we fill the gaps with zeros. 0 here, 0 here. This will simply be equal to 0.045. This is our answer. We go now to 2i. For 2i, we have 21.331 times 4. We are going to ignore the decimal point, and we assume we are multiplying two integers. So we have 21,331 times 4. We saw the various techniques of performing multiplications of integers. This will give us 21,331. Write down 4 below, then we multiply. 4 times 1 gives us 4. 4 times 3, 12. We're going to write down 2, we carry 1. 4 times 3, 12. The 1 we carry 13. We write down 3, we carry 1. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. So it gives us 84,324. Simply means if you take 21.331 times 4, it will simply be equal to the number 84,324. We're going to move the decimal point 1, 2, 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. So this will give us 84.324. This is our answer. We go now to 3i. Division. Take the first hyphen to divide a decimal number by a power of 10, we move the decimal point, a number of places to the left, equivalent, that means the same, equivalent to the number of zeros in the power of 10. E.g., examples, we have I 24.5 divided by 100. This will simply be equal to 24.5. We are going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left hand side. This will give us 1, 2. The decimal point will be here. Fix a 0. Our answer will simply be 0.245. We take 2i, 0.718 divided by 1000 will simply be equal to, we are going to write down this number 0.718. Then we take the decimal point 1, 2, 3, 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. We fill the gaps with zeros. The decimal point will be here. This will give us 0.000718. This is the result. We take now the next hyphen to divide two decimal numbers, or to divide a decimal number and a whole number, we multiply both the dividend and the divisor by a power of 10 to make both the dividend and the divisor whole numbers before carrying out long division. We take e.g. 1i, we have 0.5 divided by 0.25. 0.5 divided by 0.25. At the dividend, we have 1 decimal place. The divisor, we have 2 decimal places. The highest number of decimal places at the dividend and the divisor is 2 decimal places. So we are going to multiply both the dividend and the divisor by a power of 10 which has 2 zeros. That is 100. This will simply be equal to 0.5 times 100 will give us 1, 2 will give us 50 all over 0.25 times 100 will give us 1, 2, 25. 50 divided by 25 gives us 2. We are going to take 2i. For 2i, we have 15 divided by 0.3. 15 all over 0.3. We look at the dividend and the divisor. At the dividend, we have 0 decimal places. At the divisor, we have 1 decimal place. We are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10. We are multiplying by 10 because we want the divisor to be a whole number. So this will simply be equal to 15 times 10 gives us 150 all over 0.3 times 10 gives us 3. 150 divided by 3 gives us 50. We take now 3i. For 3i, we have 4.2 divided by 2. 4.2 over 2. The dividend has 1 decimal place. The divisor has 0 decimal places. We are going to multiply both the dividend and the divisor by 10. We are multiplying by 10 because we want the dividend to be a whole number. So this will simply be equal to 4.2 times 10 gives us 42 all over 2 times 10 gives us 20. The HCF of 42 and 20 is 2. 42 divided by 2 gives us 21 all over 20 divided by 2 gives us 10. We are going to obtain 21 over 10. 21 divided by 10 will simply be equal to, we are going to take the decimal point one place to the left, 2.1. So this is our answer. Let's take down exercises for application. Exercises for application. Question 1 says evaluate the following. For A, we have 27.56 plus 21.54. For B, we have 9.75 plus 20.325. For C, we have 457 plus 13.057. For D, we have 0.052 plus 0.109076 plus 0.6. Question 2, it says evaluate the following. For A, we have 0.245 minus 0.123. B, we have 1.43 minus 0.5677. For C, we have 16 minus 1.9537. D, we have 75.037 minus 2.51 minus 1.2526. We go to question 3. It says calculate. For A, we have 0.62 times 100. B, we have 15 times 0.004. C, we have 0.0405 times 12. And D, we have 0.02 times 0.03. Question 4. Calculate. For A, we have 644.5 divided by 1000. For B, we have 20 divided by 0.005. C, we have 6.42 divided by 3. And lastly, D, we have 0.918 divided by 0.34. Question 5, we take question 5. It says evaluate the following. A, we have negative 0.5 times 100. B, we have negative 2.4 times negative 0.6. So C, we have negative 24.32 divided by negative 1000. D, we have Negative 12.2 divided by negative 0.3. Now let's answer the exercise application. We take solution. Start with question 1, which is addition of decimals. So A, we are to add 27.56 and 21.54. So we are going to arrange them such that the decimal points in the two numbers are vertically aligned. 21.54. We add 6 plus 4 gives us 10. We are going to write down 0. We carry 1. 5 plus 5 gives us 10. 10 plus 1, 11. We write down 1. We carry 1. We bring down the decimal point. 7 plus 1 gives us 8. Plus 1 we carry gives us 9. 2 plus 2 gives us 4. So the answer will simply be 49.10. We go now to question B. For question B, we have 9.75 plus 20.325. We know in the number 20, 0 has a place value of units. So we are going to place 0 directly under 9. Then we place 2 here. We put the decimal point. We place 3 under 7. We place 2 under 5. And we place 5 here under nothing. Where we have nothing here, you'll see that above this 5 we have nothing. So we are going to place a 0 here. We're going to fix the 0 so that we can easily add. Then we put our addition sign. Then we add the digits starting from the right hand side to the left. 0 plus 5 gives us 5. 5 plus 2 gives 7. 7 plus 3 gives us 10. We are going to write down 0. We carry 1 to the next higher place value. We bring down the decimal point. 9 plus 0 is 9. Plus 1 we carry gives us 10. We are going to write down 0. We carry the 1 to the next higher place value. 2 plus 1 gives us 3. So the answer will be 30.075. Next, now we go to C. For C, we have 457 plus 13.057. We know in the number 457, the digit 5 has a place value of tens. 7 has a place value of units. In the number 13, we are going to place 1 directly under 5, 3 under 7, fix the decimal point, 0, 5, 7. Then here, immediately after 7, we are going to fix the decimal point. Then we attach zeros. Now we can add 0 plus 7 remains 7, 0 plus 5, 5, 0 plus 0, 0. We bring down the decimal point. 7 plus 3 gives us 10. We write down 0, we carry 1. 5 plus 1 gives 6, plus 1 we carry gives 7. 4 plus nothing, 4. So our answer will be 470.057. Now we go to question D. For D, we are to add 0.052 and 0.109076 and 0.6. We put the addition sign, then we draw our horizontal line. Here we are going to fix a 0. We fix a 0 above 7. We fix a 0 above 6. We fix a 0 directly below this 0. We fix a 0 directly below 9. We fix a 0 here. 0, 0. Now we can easily add. 0 plus 6 plus 0 gives us 6. 0 plus 7 plus 0 gives 7. 0 plus 0 plus 0 gives 0. 2 plus 9 gives us 11, plus a 0, 11. We are going to write down 1, we carry 1. 5 plus 0 remains 5. 5 plus 0, 5, plus 1 we carry gives us 6. Next, 0 plus 1 gives 1. 1 plus 6, 7. We bring down the decimal point. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So our answer will be 0.761076. We go now to question 2. Question 2 says evaluate the following. For E, we have to subtract 0.123 from 0.245. 0.245, and directly below we have to write 0.123. Put the subtraction sign. Then we carry out the subtraction starting from the right hand side to the left. 5 minus 3 gives us 2. 4 minus 2 gives us 2. 2 minus 1 gives us 1. We bring down the decimal point. 0 minus 0 is 0. So the answer will be 0.122. We go now to B. For B, we have 1.43 minus 0.5677. Directly below 1, we are going to write 0. Bring down the decimal point. We write 5 directly below 4. 6 directly below 3. Then 7, 7. Above the two 7s, we are going to fix zeros. Then we put the minus sign. We have 0 minus 7. We know 0 is less than 7. So we are going to move to the next higher place value to see if we can get a 10. Then here we have a 0. So we are going to move to the next higher place value. Here we are going to take a 1 from this 3, which is a 10. We add to this 0, which gives us 10. Here we are left with 2 now. Here we have 10. We are going to take a 1 from this 10 down to this lower place value, which is a 10. So this will give us 0 plus 10, which is 10. Here we are left with 9. Here we are left with 2. 10 minus 7 gives us 3. 9 minus 7 gives us 2. Here we are left with 2, which is less than 6. We are going to move to the next higher place value. We take a 1, which represents a 10. 2 plus 10 gives us 12. 12 minus 6, 6. Here now we are left with 3, which is less than 5. We are going to move to the next higher place value. We take this 1, which represents a 10. We add the 10 to 3. 10 plus 3 gives us 13. 13 minus 5 gives us 8. Bring down the decimal point. Here now we are left with 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. So our answer will be 0.8623. We go on to question C. For C, we have 16 minus 1.9537. We know the place value of 6 here is units, so we are going to place 1 directly below 6.9537. 16 here can be written as 16.0000. Now we put the subtraction sign, we draw our horizontal line. 0 is less than 7. We are going to move to the next higher place value to see if we can get a 1 from it, which is a 10. 0, we move to the next 0, we move to the next 0, we move to the next 6. We are going to take a 1 from this 6, which represents a 10, to the next lower place value. So this will give us 0 plus 10, which is 10. We take a 1 from this 10 to the next lower place value, which is a 10. This will give us 0 plus 10, which is 10. Here we are left with 9. Here we are left with 5. We take a 1 from the 10 we have here to the next lower place value. This will give us 0 plus 10, which is 10. We are left with 9, 9, 5. We take a 1 from the 10 we have here, which represents a 10 to the next lower place value. Here now we have 10, 9, 9, 9, 5. 10 minus 7 gives us 3. 9 minus 3 gives us 6. 9 minus 5 gives us 4. 9 minus 9 gives us 0. We bring down the decimal point. 5 minus 1 gives 4. 1 minus nothing remains 1. So the answer will be 14.0463. For question D, we have 75.037 minus 2.51 minus 1.2526. In this question, it simply means we are going to take 75.037 minus 2.51 first to get the result. When we obtain the result, we are going to subtract 1.2526 from the result. Now let's perform the first one, which is 75.037 minus 2.51. We know 2 has a place value of units, so we are going to place 2 under 5.51. We attach a 0. Draw our horizontal line. 7 minus 0 gives 7. 3 minus 1 gives us 2. 0 here is less than 5. We are going to move to the next higher place value. We take a 1 from there, which represents 10. Take now 10 plus 0 gives 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. We bring down the decimal point. Here we are left with 4. 4 minus 2 gives 2. 7 minus nothing remains 7. Now for us to get the final answer, we are going to take 72.527 minus 1.2526. We know 1 has a place value of units, so we are going to place 1 under 2. We put the decimal point. 2, 5, 2, 6. Directly above 6, we are going to attach a 0. We are going to place a 0. Then we put the subtraction sign. 0 is less than 6. We are going to move to the next higher place value. We take a 1, which presents a 10. 0 plus 10 gives us 10. 10 minus 6 gives us 4. Here we are left with 6. 6 minus 2 gives 4. 2 is less than 5. We are going to move to the next higher place value. We take a 1, which represents 10. 10 plus 2 gives us 12. 12 minus 5 gives us 7. Here now we are left with 4. 4 minus 2 gives us 2. We bring down the decimal point. 2 minus 1 gives us 1. 7 minus nothing remains 7. So the final answer will simply be 71.2744. Let's underline the answer. Question 3 says calculate the following. For A, we have 0.62 times 100. This will simply be equal to, you are going to write down 0.62. We are multiplying 0.62 by power of 10, which has 2 zeros. So you are going to take the decimal point 2 places today, right? 1, 2. So this will give us 62. We go now to B. For B, we have 15 times 0.004. For us to answer this question, first thing we are going to start by counting the total number of decimal places in the two numbers. The two numbers we have to multiply. 15 has 0 decimal places. 0.004 has 1, 2, 3. So in total we have 3 decimal places. Next thing, we are going to ignore the decimal point. Then we assume the two numbers are whole numbers. So this will give us 15 times 4. We know 0.00004 is the same as 4. 15 times 4 is simply equal to 60. Therefore, 15 times 0.004 will be equal to the number 60. We are going to take the decimal point 3 places to the left. We are going to take it 1, 2, 3. We fill the gaps with zeros. So this will simply be equal to 0.06. This 0 after 6 has no use. That's why we are leaving out the 0. We go now to C. For C, we have 0.0405 times 12. First thing, we are going to count the total number of decimal places. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Next thing, we are going to assume the two numbers are whole numbers. So we have 405 times 12. This will give us, we have to start with 1. We are going to fix the 0 here. 1 times 5 gives us 5. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 4, 4. Go to 2. 2 times 5 gives us 10. We are going to write down 0. We carry 1. 2 times 0 gives us 0 plus 1 gives 1. 2 times 4 gives us 8. Then we add 0, 6, 8, 4. This will give us 4,860. It simply means if we take 0.0405 times 12, it will be equal to, we are going to write down this result, 4,860. Then we take the decimal point. We have in total 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 decimal places. We are going to take the decimal point 4 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. The decimal point will be here now. So this will give us 0.4860. But this 0 after 6 has no use. That's why we are leaving the 0 out. Move now to the next question. Question D. We have 0.02 times 0.03. We count the total number of decimal places in the two numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we are going to assume the two numbers are whole numbers. So this will give us 2 times 3, which is equal to 6. If we take now 0.02 times 0.03, it will be equal to, we are going to write the number 6. Then we take the decimal point 4 places to the left. We are going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we fill the gaps with zeros. So this will simply be equal to 0.0006. So this is our final answer. We go now to question 4. For question 4, it says calculate the following. For A, we have 644.5 divided by 1000 will simply be equal to, we are going to write down the number 644.5. We are dividing by power of 10, which has 3 zeros. So we are going to take the decimal point 3 places to the left hand side. We're going to take it 1, 2, 3. The decimal point will be here now. So this will be equal to 0.6445. This 0 here is simply indicating that the whole number part is 0. We go now to question B. For B, we have 20 divided by 0.005. 20 divided by 0.005. Looking at the numerator and the denominator here, you will see that the divisor has 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 1000. We are multiplying by 1000 because we want to make the denominator to be a whole number. So this will give us 20 times 1000 gives us 20,000 all over 0.005 times 1000 will give us 1, 2, 3 gives us 5. Next thing, we have to perform the division. We divide 20,000 by 5. The result will simply be equal to 4,000. For C, we have 6.42 divided by 3. 6.42 all over 3. In this case, we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 100. You can see the numerator has two decimal places, so times 100 times 100. This will be equal to, if we multiply 6.42 by 100, this will give us 642 all over. If we multiply 3 by 100, it gives us 300. So the next thing now, we need to perform this division. By making use of long division, we are going to send out 300. Inside we send 642. 642 divided by 300 gives us 2. 2 times 300 gives us 600. If we subtract, this will give us 42. 42 is less than 300, so we are going to fix a decimal point here. Then we attach a 0. This will give us 420. 420 divided by 300 gives us 1. 1 times 300, 300. We subtract, this will give us 120. 120 is less than 300. We are going to attach a 0 for the second decimal place. This will give us 1,200. 1,200 divided by 300 gives us 4. 4 times 300 gives us 1,200. Then we subtract this 1,200 minus 1,200. We are going to obtain 0. Then we conclude. Therefore, 6.42 divided by 3 is equal to, we are going to copy what we have here, 2.14. This is our answer. For D, we have 0.918 divided by 0.34. 0.918 all over 0.34. So if you count the number of decimal places at the numerator, we have 1, 2, 3. Count the number of decimal places at the denominator, we have 1, 2. So we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 1 with 3 zeros. So this will be equal to, this will give us 1, 2, 3. This will give us 918 at the numerator, and then the denominator we are going to obtain 1, 2, 3, 340. Next thing, by making use of the method of long division, it is possible for us to obtain the result as a decimal. We are going to send out 340, and we send in 918. Next, we are going to divide 918 by 340. So the whole number part will simply be 2. If we take 2 times 340, it is simply equal to 680. Next, we subtract. If we take 918 minus 680, we are going to obtain 238. 238 is less than 340, so we are going to fix a decimal point here. Then we attach a 0, which gives us 2,380. Next, 2,380 divided by 340 gives us whole number part of 7. Next, we take 7 times 340 is simply equal to 2 1380. If we subtract, we are going to obtain 0. Then we are going to conclude, therefore 0.918 divided by 0.34 is simply equal to 2.7. That's the answer. We move now to the last question, which is question 5. It says evaluate the following. For A, we have 0.5, negative 0.5 times 100. In this case, we are going to make good use of the sign rule. So we need to write down the sign rule. We know if you take a negative number times a negative number, the result is positive. A negative number times a positive number, the result is negative. A positive number times a negative number, the result is negative. Positive number times positive number, the result is positive. Now for division, if you take negative divided by negative, the result is positive. If you take negative divided by positive, the result is negative. If you take positive divided by negative, the result is negative. If you divide a positive number by a positive number, this is division sign, the result is positive. We are going to make use of the following sign rules. So we have to multiply a negative number by a positive number. Negative times positive, the resulting sign will be negative. So here we have a negative sign. And now we are multiplying 0.5 by a power of 10. We write down our 0.5. We are multiplying by a power of 10, which has how many zeros? 1, 2. We are going to take a decimal point 2 places to the right hand side. We are going to take it 1, 2. Then we fill the gaps with zeros. So this will simply be equal to negative 50. Going on to B. For B, we have negative 2.4 times negative 0.6. We are multiplying two negative numbers, so the resulting sign will be positive. So this will give us positive, the result will simply be positive 2.4 times 0.6. We know for us to multiply these two numbers, first thing we are going to start by ignoring the decimal points. This will give us 24 times 6. And if we count the total number of decimal places in the two numbers, we have 1, 2. Now if you take 24 times 6, we know 6 times 4 gives us 24. We write down 4, we carry 2. 6 times 2 gives us 12 plus 2, 14. So it gives us 144. We take 2.4 times 0.6. It will simply be equal to, we are going to write down 144. Then we take the decimal point 1, 2, 2 places to the left. 1, 2. So this will be equal to 1.44. Then we conclude, therefore, if you take negative 2.4 times negative 0.6, the result will simply be equal to positive 1.44. This is our answer. We go now to the next question, which is question C. For question C, we have negative 24.32 divided by negative 1000. We are dividing two negative numbers, so the resulting sign will be positive. So this will be the same as positive 24.32 divided by 1000. So this will give us positive. We are going to write down the number 24.32. Then we take the decimal point. Since we are dividing by power of 10, which has 1, 2, 3 zeros, we are going to take the decimal point 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. So the decimal point will be here. Then we fill the gaps with zeros. So our answer will simply be positive 0.02432. So this is our answer. We move now to the last question, which is question D. For D, we have negative 12.2 divided by negative 0.3. By making use of our sign rule, we know when we divide two negative numbers, the resulting sign will be positive. So we know this will simply be equal to, this will be positive 12.2 divided by 0.3. Now let's perform the division. 12.2 divided by 0.3 is simply equal to, you can write it as such, 12.2 over 0.3. If you look at the dividend and the divisor, they have one decimal places each. So we are going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10, because we want to make them to be whole numbers. So this will simply be equal to 12.2 times 10 gives us 122 all over 0.3 times 10 gives us 3. Next thing, we are going to make use of the method of long division. We are going to send out 3, then we send in 122. The number 122 is greater than 3. We take the first two digits, we combine them, they will give us the number 12, which is greater than 3. 12 divided by 3 gives us 4. Take now 4 times 3, it gives us 12. We subtract 12 minus 12 gives us 0. Now for the second place value, we are going to fix a 0 here, because when we perform the subtraction, the second place value will disappear too, so we fix a 0 here. Now we are left with 2. We are going to bring down 2. 2 is less than 3, so we are going to fix a decimal point here. Then we attach a 0 to the number 2, which gives us 20. 20 divided by 3 gives us 6. 6 times 3 gives us 18. We subtract. 20 minus 18 gives us 2, which is less than 3. So we fix a 0 for the second decimal place. 20 divided by 3 gives us 6 again. 6 times 3 gives 18. We subtract again. 20 minus 18 gives us 2. We fix a 0 for the third decimal place. 20 divided by 3 is 6. 6 times 3 gives us 18. We subtract again, it gives us 2. So you see that it continues. The division is infinite, it does not end. Then you will discover that the digit 6 here continues repeating. It simply means 12.2 divided by 0.3 is equal to 40.666. We put the 3 dots to indicate that the digit 6 continues repeating. So this will simply be equal to 40. Since we know the digit 6 reoccurs, we are going to write down the digit 6 with a bar above. Our answer will simply be 40.6 with a bar above 6. We are done with the correction of the exercise for application. If in case you have any problems, make sure you leave your questions at the comment section. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.